That's it.
What's your last? Next. You said Monday. You said tomorrow. Good evening, everybody. It's first 7 o'clock for our annual budget meeting. As always, when we have a town meeting, we elect moderators to run the meeting. We have tonight, next office to run a meeting. So if we can have a nomination of anybody else, since it's a public.
I nominate Rachel.
I second.
Moderator.
I'll second.
Jim Jerem, nominating Ray Smith. Bill. Second for either Kate or Alicia. Or Kenny. Excuse me. Any other nominations to be a moderator for tonight's meeting? Okay. There's no other nomination. All in favor of Ray Smith being our moderator? Any opposed? As such, I'll step aside and let you vote.
Meeting citizens. The first due to have this evening is to read the call of the meeting. Town of Hartford, notice of annual budget meeting May 1st, 2012. Notice of referendum May 8th, 2012. Board of Selectmen of the Town of Hartford, Connecticut hereby notifies all electors and citizens entitled to vote in town meetings in said town of Hartford, Connecticut. The annual budget meeting will be held on Tuesday, May 1st, 2012 at 7 p.m. in the Senior Center / Meeting Room of the New Hartford Town Hall, 530 Main Street, and New Hartford. In New Hartford for the following purpose. 1. Consider an act on the town budget recommended by the Board of Finance for the fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2012. 2. Pursuant to Section 7-7 of the General Statutes of Connecticut, provision of 1958 as amended, to adjourn said budget meeting as conclusion is to submit item number 1 on the call of the meeting to be voted upon using voter tabulator on Tuesday, May 8th, 2012 between the hours of 6 a.m. and 12 p.m. or 8 p.m. That was a good one. Elections residing in the voting district number 1. That's going to go there.
Sorry.
The vote of Hartford Town Hall, 530 Main Street, New Hartford. Electors residing in the voting district number 2 shall vote for the South End Fire District, 20 Anthony Road, New Hartford. Voters qualified to vote at town meeting who are not elected shall vote at the respective polling place. Absentee ballots. Absentee ballots will be available to town clerk, 530 Main Street, Hartford, Connecticut, who will count at the respective polling places. The question to be voted upon shall be placed on the ballot as, shall the budget of the town of New Hartford, including general government, New Hartford Board of Education, and capital expenditures recommended by the Board of Finance for the fiscal year commencing July 1st, 2012, be accepted. Voters approving the question will vote yes, and those opposing the question will vote no. Dated at New Hartford, Connecticut, this 24th day of April 2012, and assuming it was signed by the first selectman, both persons and town clerk, correct?
Yes,
We'll read the current posting. Current posting publication of notice of annual budget meeting, notice of referendum. I, Daniel B. Chairman, first selected in the town of Hartford, Connecticut, hereby certify that I cause a copy of the foregoing notice of annual budget meeting / notice of referendum to be posted on the town signpost on April 25th, 2012, and also published in the Hartford Current, a newspaper published in Hartford, Connecticut, having general circulation in the town of Hartford on Wednesday, April 25th, 2012, dated the first day of May 2012, and as signed by Daniel B. Chairman, first selectman. And I believe that the last board of selectmen meeting in accordance with section 7-7, the selectmen will move item number 1 as has been the position from all of this meeting. At the last year meeting, there were several questions. We don't have any questions about that tonight. We don't at all. Really?
Yeah, I have a question about the removal of item number 1 from the annual budget meeting. I have a copy here of the legal notice that was put out in the paper, and that includes item number 1. Therefore, I would like to discuss the budget at this meeting.
I will give you that opportunity, but I'll let the legislative body decide what we're going to do in a second. In section 7-7 of the Connecticut General Statutes, there's a clause in there, and I'm going to read it for you. The selectmen of the town may, not less than 5 days prior to the date of any such meeting, on their own initiative, remove any item on the call of such meeting for submission to the vote. In other words, the selectmen have the legal authority to remove any item off the call. So that's a statute, and I feel it's appropriate. So we're going to move forward in that direction. But what I will do, because you've had questions in the past, I'm going to let you make a motion to open up the floor for discussion, some will second, and the legislative body will make that decision, whether we're going to discuss the budget or not. Is that what you're looking for?
What I'm looking for, respectfully, is not to open this meeting up to the discussion of the budget, but to have the selectmen go back, reissue this without removing the budget from discussion, so that the townspeople will know that the budget will be available to discuss at this meeting. Because otherwise, the impression, the knowledge out there is that it has been removed by the selectmen.
If you want to open up the floor for discussion, please make a motion. That is my decision as moderator. Point of order, Mr. Moderator.
Yes, the selectmen have the authority to remove an item from the agenda that she's proposing be open. So isn't that a moot point?
It is. I am trying to satisfy the legislative body as a whole. This lady has a question. What I'm saying is, if the public as a whole wants to open up the floor for discussion, I, as moderator, am willing to give the democratic process its due process. So if someone wants to make a motion, otherwise in about 2 seconds, we're going to move on.
I'm procedurally questioning that, given that you have Robert's Rules of Order, which, in addition to recognizing the state statute on it, we're not following it.
But further in that statute, it also says something along the line, and after reasonable discussion. Now, I've seen opinions from the town attorneys in the past that reasonable discussion would not be unreasonable. Therefore, I'm trying to satisfy the public as a whole. This is your opportunity right now. If you want to discuss the budget, I want a motion and a second, and then you're all going to vote. Otherwise, in 2 seconds, I'm going to move on to the next item. Does someone want to make a motion? Please state your motion.
I would like to make a motion to discuss the proposed budget, Board of Finance proposed budget at this meeting.
Rita's made a motion. Is there a second?
For purposes of the vote, I would second the motion.
Gary Hart made a second on that. I believe this is not something we want to discuss further. So, if you can, all in favor of discussing the budget tonight, raise your hands. All those opposed, raise your hands. The opposed carries. Budget will not be discussed based on the will of the legislative body. We're going to move on to item number 2. And That is one where I read on the again, so we're up to speed. Pursuant to section 7F7 of the General Statute of Connecticut, revised 1958 as amended, to adjourn said budget at the conclusion, and to submit item number 1 on Paula's meeting to be voted upon using voter tabulators on Tuesday, May 8, 2012, between the hours of 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Thank you.
Electors residing in voting district number 1 shall vote on New Hartford, vote at New Hartford Town Hall, 530 Main Street, New Hartford. Electors residing in voter district number 2 shall vote at the South End Fire District, 28 Indian Road, New Hartford. Voters qualified to vote at the town meeting who are not elected shall vote at the respective polling places. Absentee ballots will be available from the town clerk, 530 Main Street, New Hartford, Connecticut, and will be counted at the respective polling places. The question to be voted upon shall be placed in the ballots as: votes shall the budget of the town of New Hartford, including general government, New Hartford Board of Education, and capital expenditures recommended by the Board of Finance for the fiscal year commencing July 1st, 2012 be accepted. Voters approving the question will vote yes, and those opposing the question will vote no. Dated, okay, that is a motion. Someone like to move that forward to set the date for this referendum.
I make that motion.
Any Miller? Someone second.
Second.
Any discussion? Any discussion?